What's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a Illumise Sweep. Megabee, this one is for you. Now, we've got a pretty amazing, super powerful Pokemon here. Not really. Illumise is probably one of the worst Pokemon out there, but it does have a couple of little things you can do with it. So I was using my tinted lens ability team, and I was using this like bulky set, and I actually got a really hilarious sweep. Words really can't describe it. You're just gonna have to watch it for yourself. It actually has some alright abilities, but its stats are just horrendous. Hope you enjoy this one, people. Let's get that W. Alright, hope you enjoyed that one, people. That battle, I don't even know what was happening there. So let's have a look at what build I was using, and I'll explain the battle as well. So the battle sort of started off, I just had it as a lead Pokemon and threw it in. And I seen a Hawlucha lead and I thought, well, you know, I'm probably going to die to a flying type move here. But they actually didn't have a flying type move. They had flying press, but they didn't have a flying type move. So I was actually able to get around that one. And then I boosted some charge beams up throughout the battle. And then I had Draining Kiss on there. So I had some sustain and ways of boosting its stats, which were pretty poor, but I also wanted to be able to take a lot of hits. So it actually did, and it actually worked out pretty well for having such awful stats. So let's have a look at this build, and here it is, the absolute go. So I've got max health EVs, and I've got max defense EVs. So it's not like super tanky, but this was Bold Nature 2, and I put an Assault Vest on there so I could be quite tanky all round. Its special defense it's okay. It's nothing like amazing. Now, this had Tinted Lens, so any not very effective moves were powered up there. I don't think there was many instances of that, but the whole point of this set was to build the special attack with charge beams, to tank hits with its bulky, bulky EVs and item, and then get the health back with either Draining Kiss, Terra Fairy, or Giga Drain. Bug Buzz was just there as well in case there was any substitutes or anything like that around. But I think I just used Bug Buzz at the end to show them what my last move was, because I really never used that at all. But yeah, I found that Terra Fairy was the best for Illumise because it's weak to like everything, let's be real. So, fire, rock, flying. So at least Draining Kiss and Terra Fairy work well together. I tried out some other sets before this one with like a max special attack attacking set, but it just didn't do enough. It would do a little bit more damage, but it still wouldn't do enough to like one-shot things, and then it would get dropped, without building any bulk on it. So it's not really like Illumise, it's like a more tanky support style Pokemon. So I wasn't even going for it, and it was pretty funny, but I think things definitely would have turned out different if the Hawlucha at the start had flying moves. They did have flying type moves later on, but that was after I was Terra Fairy, so I was pretty fortunate there, otherwise that wouldn't have happened. Some other sets I was trying to think about building on this. I said I tried to. It doesn't have Tail Glow either, if anyone wonders, so Volbeat's got that. Unfortunately, otherwise I would have tried for Tail Glow, but this bulky set actually works pretty nicely, like no joke. So you could probably try and run this. Well, you wouldn't have any status moves, but this is probably your best chance at trying to win with this Pokemon, right? It's a support Pokemon, and, that's sort of how it is, right? Maybe one day in the future I'll do a Volbeat sweep. I'm sure I can. It's much easier than this one, but I don't think I'll ever do an Illumise sweep again because, number one, I wasn't going for it, and number two, I'm not going to get that lucky with the Pokemon that were swapped in too. Especially having a Hawlucha with no flying type moves was pretty fun. Pretty funny, actually. Now, another set you could try, I was actually going to try a Throat Spray on there with Bug Buzz, but still it just wasn't enough damage and stuff like that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the GOAT Illumise sweep. It was absolutely hilarious. I can't believe it. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out, everyone.